How are you all? I hope you all are fine. I am your maths teacher Anjali Daya. Let us start our topic fractions. Let's look back. Write the fraction to show the colored and total parts in each shape. Now, total is 4 and colored is 2, 2 by 4. Total is 5 and colored is 3, 3 by 5. Total is 6 and colored is 3, 3 by 6. Total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and colored is 4, 4 by 6. Total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and colored is 8 by 12. Total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and colored is 4, 4 by 8. Next, total is 2, colored is 1, 1 by 2. Total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and colored is 5, 5 by 6. Total is 3 and colored is 2, 2 by 3. Now, fractions. When an object or a group of objects is divided into equal parts, each part is called a fraction. When represented in numbers, a fraction has two parts, a numerator and a denominator. Numerator indicates the number of parts we have and is written above the line in a fraction. Denominator shows the total number of equal parts the whole is divided into. It is written below the line in a fraction, that is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. Let us revise different types of fractions. Now, fractions and examples. Now, first, fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. Examples 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 5 by 8 and 7 by 8. Fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions, 2 by 7, 1 by 8, 4 by 9 and 3 by 16. Fractions whose numerator are smaller than the denominator are called proper fractions. Examples 5 by 13, 2 by 11, 4 by 7 and 2 by 17. Next, fractions whose numerators are greater than or equal to denominator are called improper fractions. Now, examples are 5 by 2, 4 by 4, 3 by 2 and whose numerator is 1 is called unit fractions. Unit fractions. Now, next, fractions that combine a whole number with a proper fraction are called mixed fraction. Example 1 is to 2 by 4, 2 is to 1 by 3, 2 is to 4 by 9 and 3 is to 3 by 5. Now, think and do. We convert a mixed fraction into an improper fraction in the following way. 3 is to 4 by 5 is a mixed fraction. 5 multiplied by 3 plus 4, that is 15 plus 4 upon 5, that is 19 by 5 is an improper fraction. Are mixed fraction greater than 1? Yes. Now, think carefully and convert 2 is to 4 by 9 into an improper fraction in the space provided. That is 9 into 2 plus 4 upon 9. 9 to the 18 plus 4 upon 9. 18 plus 4 is 22 by 9. Now, equivalent fractions. Fractions that represent the same part of the whole are called equivalent fractions. That is 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 9, 4 by 12. 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 9 and 4 by 12 are equivalent fractions. We can find equivalent fractions of any given fraction by multiplying or dividing its numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number. Example 1. Find two equivalent fractions of the following fractions. A is 5 by 6. Solution. 5 by 6 multiplied by 2, that is 10 by 12. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. 5 by 6 multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, that is equals to 15 by 18. So, 10 by 12 and 15 by 18 are two equivalent fractions of 5 by 6. Now, B part. 27 by 81. Divide both numerator and denominator by 3. We get 9 by 27. 27 by 81. Divide both numerator and denominator by 9. We get 3 by 9. So, 9 by 27 and 3 by 9 are two equivalent fractions of 27 by 81. We can also find it if the given fractions are equivalent or not by cross multiplying the numerator and denominator of two fractions. If the two products obtained are equal, the fractions are equivalent. If they are different, the fractions are not equivalent. Example 2. Check whether 2 by 5 and 14 by 35 are equivalent. Solution. 2 by 5 and 14 by 35. On cross multiplication, 2 multiplied by 35 is 70 and 5 multiplied by 14 is also equals to 70. Since both products obtained are the same, so 2 by 5 and 14 by 35 are equivalent fractions. Now, learn with fun. Arjun, I am unable to understand how to mark fractions on a number line. Do you know how to do it? Yes, Maya. It's like marking any other number on the number line in smaller steps. Let me explain with an example. Say 3 by 4. Since 3 by 4 is less than 1, it will between 0 and 1 on the number line. Now check the denominator. Since it is 4, in this case, we will divide the space between 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts. So each part is 1 by 4 here. Next, we will check the numerator. Since it is 3 by 4, we will mark the third part as 3 by 4. So 0 to 1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is 3 by 4. So if I want to mark 2 by 5, I just divide the number line from 0 to 1 into 5 equal parts and count up to 2 and mark it. Yes, 2 by 5. You got it. That's how we place fractions on number line. Thanks, Arjun. Now I know where fractions fit in. Now, in text exercise 1, question number 1, observe and write the fractions for the following shapes. Now, A part, 1 is whole and next is total 4 parts and 2 are colored. That is 1 complete and out of 4 equal parts, 2 are colored. So, 4 was 4 plus 2 is 6 by 4. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now next question number 2, classify the following into like and unlike fractions. So like fractions are those which have common denominators. So 1 by 9, 5 by 9, 8 by 9, 4 by 9 are like fractions and rest are the unlike fractions. Now next question number 3, write 2 equivalent fractions for the following fractions. Now A part, 1 by 9. So 1 by 9 multiply by 2. 2 by 18, 1 by 9 multiply by 3, 3 upon 27. So, 2 by 18 and 3 by 27 are equivalent fractions of 1 by 9. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हैं बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now next question number 4, check whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. Now A part, 1 by 5 and 4 by 20. Now cross multiplication, 1 multiply by 20 is 20 and 4 5s are 20. Yes, they are equivalent fractions. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now next is reducing a fraction to the lowest term. When the numerator and denominator of a fraction are co-prime numbers that they have no common factor other than 1, the fraction is said to be in its lowest term or simple form. For example, 3 by 12 and 1 by 4 are equal, as 1 by 4 is the simplest form of 3 by 12. Now, example 1, reduce 32 by 64 to its lowest term. Solution, find the highest common factor, that is HCF of the numerator and the denominator. Here, the HCF of 32 and 64 is 32. Now divide both numerator and denominator by 32. 32 by 64 divided by 32, we get 1 by 2. Thus 1 by 2 is the lowest form of 32 by 64. Now example 2, reduce 105 upon 25 to its lowest term. Solution, HCF of 105 and 25 is 5. Now divide 105 by 25 by 5, we get 21 by 5. We convert it into mixed fraction. Thus 4:1 by 5 is the lowest form of 105 by 25. Now no more, the simplest form of an improper fraction is expressed as a mixed fraction. Now learn with fun. Look at the fractions on the butterflies, reduce each fraction to its lowest term, then match the butterflies to the correct flower. One has been done for you. Now next is 3 by 6. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. Now it is matched with this number. 1/2। तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे इसके और करेक्ट फ्लावर के साथ आप इसको मैच करेंगे। नाउ इन टेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज 2, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, reduce the following fractions to their lowest term. A part 18/56. So 18/56 both are divisible by HCF of 18 and 56 is 2. Now divide both by 2. 2 9s are 18 and 2 2s are 4 and 2 8s are 16. 9/28 is the lowest form. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे। नाउ नेक्स्ट, कंपैरिजन एंड ऑर्डरिंग ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस। लेट अस लर्न हाउ टू कंपेयर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस। नाउ कंपैरिजन ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस विद द सेम डिनोमिनेटर। इन फ्रैक्शंस विद द सेम डिनोमिनेटर वी ओनली कंपेयर द न्यूमरेटर्स। द फ्रैक्शंस विद द ग्रेटर न्यूमरेटर इज लार्जर। कंसीडर कंपेयरिंग 3/8 and 5/8. Both fractions have the same denominator 8. So we compare the numerator 3 and 5. The fractions with the greater numerator 5 is larger. Thus 5/8 is greater than 3/8. Now next, comparison of fractions with the same numerator. In fractions with the same numerator we compare the denominators. The fraction with greater denominator is smaller. Let us compare 3/7 and 3/10. Both fractions have the same numerator 3. So we compare the denominators 7 and 10. The fractions with the greater denominator 10 is smaller. Thus 3/10 is less than 3/7. Now next is comparison of fractions with different numerator and denominators. Let us compare 2/5 and 5/9. LCM of the denominators 5 and 9 is 45. Convert each fraction to have a denominator of 45. For 2/5, multiply both the numerator and denominator by 9. We get 18/45. For 5/9, multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. We get 25/45. Now compare the fractions 18/45 and 25/45. 25 is greater than 18 or 18 is less than 25. So 2/5 is less than 5/9. Now example 1, compare the mixed fractions 2:1/4 and 1:3/5. Solution, convert the mixed fractions to improper fraction 2:1/4. Multiply the whole number by the denominator and the numerator to get the new numerator of the improper fraction. So 2:1/4 we get 9/4. 1:3/5 we get 8/5. Here the denominators are 4 and 5, thus their LCM is 20. Now convert each fraction to have a denominator of 20. Now 9/4 is multiplied by 5, we get 45/20. 8/5 is multiplied by 4, we get 32/20. On comparison, 45 is greater than 32, so 9/4 is greater than 8/5. Thus 2:1/4 is greater than 1:3/5. Now ordering of fractions. Now that we have learned how to compare fractions, let us learn to arrange them in ascending and descending order. To arrange the given fractions in ascending or descending order, we first convert them to like fractions with the same denominator. Then we order them based on the values of their numerators. Now example 1, arrange 2/3, 1/4, 3/8 and 5/6 in both ascending and descending order. Now solution, here the denominators are 3, 4, 8 and 6. LCM of 3, 4, 8 and 6 is 24. Now convert each fraction to a denominator of 24. For 2/3, multiply both numerator and denominator by 8. When we multiply by 8, we get 16/24. For 1/4, multiply both numerator and denominator by 6, we get 6/24. For 3/8, multiply both the numerator and denominator by 3, we get 9/24. For 5/6, multiply both the numerator and denominator by 4, we get 20/24. Now, order the fractions in ascending order according to the numerators. That is 6/24 is less than 9/24 is less than 16/24 is less than 20/24. Now original fractions ascending order is 1/4 is less than 3/8 is less than 2/3 is less than 5/6. For descending order, reverse the chain. It is 5/6 is greater than 2/3 is greater than 3/8 is greater than 1/4. Now in text exercise 3, Question number 1. Compare the following fractions. Put the sign greater than, less than or equal to in the boxes. A part. 4 by 9 and 7 by 9. Both have same denominator. So 4 is less than 7. So 4 by 9 is less than 7 by 9. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. कंपेयर एंड अरेंज द गिवन फ्रैक्शंस इन असेंडिंग ऑर्डर. नाउ ए पार्ट 1 by 3, 5 by 6, 3 by 4 and 1 by 2. So LCM of 3, 6, 4 and 2. 3, 6, 4 and 2. LCM is 2. 3 are 6, 2 2 are 4, 2 1 are 2. Again 2, 3, 3, 1 and 1. Now 3, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. Now convert 1 by 3 into 12. Denominator हमें कितना बनाना है? 12. LCM हमारा कितना आ गया? 12. So multiply by 4. 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12. Now 5 by 6 is multiply by 2, 10 by 12. Now 3 by 4 is multiply by 3. 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12 and 1 by 2 is multiply by 6. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Now arrange them in ascending order. So 4 by 12, 10 by 12, 9 by 12 and 6 by 12. 4 by 12 is less than, 6 by 12 is less than, 9 by 12 is less than 10 by 12. So 4 by 12. 4 by 12 is 1 by 3, is less than 1 by 2, is less than 3 by 4, is less than 5 by 6. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. कंपेयर एंड अरेंज द गिवन फ्रैक्शंस इन डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर. सो A part 3 by 5, 4 by 7, 2 by 9 and 1 by 4. Again we have to take LCM and find the equivalent or like fractions. Now 5, 7, 9 and 4. LCM is 5 into 7 into 9 into 4. 5 7s are 35, 35 9s are 315. Multiply by 4. 4 5s are 20, 0 2, 4 1s are 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 3s are 12. That is 1260. 1260 is the LCM. Now, our fraction is 3 by 5 and 4 by 7, 2 by 9 and last one is 1 by 4. And LCM is 1260. So we have to multiply 3 by 5 multiply by 7 9s are 63 multiply by 4. 4 3s are 12, 2 carry 1, 4 6 are 24 plus 1 is 25. 252. 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 5 carry 1, 3 2s are 6 plus 1 is 7 and 1260. Now 4 by 7 multiply by 5 9s are 45, 45 4s are 180. Multiply by 180. 400, 4 8s are 32, 3 carry, 4 1s are 4 plus 3 is 720 by 1260. Now 2 by 9. Both are multiplied by 5 7s are 35, 35 multiply by 4. 4 5s are 20, 0 carry 2, 4 3s are 12 plus 2 is 14. Multiply by 140. 280 by 1260. Now 1 by 4 is multiply 5 7s are 35, 35 9s are 9 5s are 45. Carry 4, 9 3s are 27, 27 plus 4 is 315. 315 upon 1260. Now compare. We have to arrange them in descending order. So the largest number is 756. So 3 by 5 is greater than, next is 720. 4 by 7 is greater than, 1 by 4 is greater than 2 by 9. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now next is addition and subtraction of fractions. To add or subtract like fractions, we simply add or subtract the numerators and keep the common denominator the same. Now example 1, add 2 by 15, 6 by 15 and 5 by 15. Now solution, add the numerators 2 plus 6 plus 5, that is 13 by 15. Now example 2, subtract 6 by 10 from 19 by 10. Solution, 19 by 10 minus 6 by 10. Same denominator है, so we have to subtract the numerators. 19 minus 6 is equals to 13 by 10. Now let us learn how to add or subtract fractions with different denominators. Now example 3, add 1 by 6 and 5 by 8. Solution, 1 by 6 plus 5 by 8. Again we have to take the LCM. LCM of denominators of fractions 6 and 8 is 24. Rewrite each fraction with a denominator 24. 1 by 6 is multiplied by 4, becomes 4 by 24. 5 by 8 is multiplied by 3, it becomes 15 by 24. Now add them. Add the numerators, that is 4 plus 15 is equals to 19 by 24. Here 19 by 24 is in its simplest form. Thus the sum of 1 upon 6 and 5 by 8 is 19 by 24. Now no more. The process to add or subtract unlike fractions is as follows. First, find the LCM of the denominators of the given fractions. Rewrite each fractions with the common denominator by finding equivalent fractions. Now third is add or subtract the numerators of the fractions while keeping the common denominator. Now simplify the result if needed. Now example 4, subtract 7 by 10 from 9 by 12. Solution, 9 by 12 minus 7 by 10. LCM of denominators of the fractions 12 and 10 is 60. Rewrite the fractions with the denominator of 60. Now 7 by 10 is multiplied by 6, it becomes 42 by 60. 9 by 12 multiplied by 5, it becomes 45 by 60. Now subtract the numerators. 9 by 12 minus 7 by 10 becomes 45 by 60 minus 42 by 60. 45 minus 42 is 3 by 60. Now on simplification it becomes 1 by 20. Thus the difference between 9 by 12 and 7 by 10 is 1 by 20. To add or subtract mixed fractions, we first convert them into improper fractions. Then we convert unlike fractions into like fractions. Finally we add or subtract the two fractions. Now find and write. Nina is baking a cake and some cookies for a baking competition. She needs some cups of flour for the two recipes. Here her cake requires 3 by 4 cup of flour. Now her cookies requires 2 by 3 cup of flour. Now answer the following questions. First, how much total flour does she needs for both recipes? 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3. Now LCM is 12. So 3 by 4 becomes multiply by 3. 9 by 12 plus 2 by 3 is multiplied by 4, becomes 8 by 12. Now 9 plus 8 by 12 is equals to 17 by 12. Now 12 ones are 12, 1 is to 5 by 12. Now second, if she has 1 is to 1 by 2 cup of flour at home, how much flour will she have left after making both recipes? 1 is to 1 by 2, that is 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2 flour she have, and how much she required? 1 is to 5 by 12, so that is 17 by 12. Now 3 by 2 is multiplied by 6, that is 18 by 12. So 18 by 12 she have minus 17 by 12 she required. So 1 by 12 is left after making both the recipes. Now in text exercise 4, question number 1, add the given fractions. A part, 3 by 15 plus 4 by 7. Now take the LCM. 15 sevens are 7 5s are 35, 3 carry, 7 ones are 7 plus 3 is 105. Now 105, 7 3s are 21 and 15 4s are 60. It becomes 81 by 105. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. सब्ट्रैक्ट द गिवन फ्रैक्शंस. नाउ ए पार्ट 7 by 8 minus 1 by 4. Now 8 and 4. The LCM is 8. Now 7 minus 4 to the 8. 4 to the 8 and 2. 5 by 8. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now solve the following word problem. A part. Leela made 2 by 3 of a tray of brownies in the morning and 1 by 4 of a tray in the afternoon. How much did she make in total? So we have to add both the. Now LCM is 12. You can take LCM directly or you can convert them into like fractions, like 2 by 3 multiply by 4. 4 to the 8, 3 4 the 12, 1 by 4 multiply by 3, it becomes 3 by 12. Now 8 by 12 plus 3 by 12, 8 plus 3 is 11 by 12. So 11 by 12, she make in total 11 by 12 of a tray. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज मल्टीप्लीकेशन ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस. Multiplication of fraction is also like repeated addition. Let us learn how to multiply a fraction by a number and by another fraction. Multiplication of a fraction by a number. To multiply a fraction by a number, we multiply the numerator by the number and keep the denominator the same. Then we place the product of the multiplication above the original denominator. Let us understand this with the help of an example. Now example 1. Samira is making 4 fruit smoothies for her friends and needs 2 by 5 of a cup of yogurt for each smoothie. How much yogurt does she needs in all? Now solution. Multiply the fraction 2 by 5 by 4 since Samira needs this amount of yogurt for each smoothie. So 4 multiply by 2 by 5. That means 2 by 5 is 4 times added. So you directly multiply 4 multiply by 2 by 5, that is 8 by 5. Adding up the fractions, we get 8 by 5. Since 8 by 5 is an improper fraction, we will express it as a mixed fraction by dividing. It becomes 1:3 by 5. Thus, Samira needs 1:3 by 5 cups of yogurt to make all 4 smoothies. Now, example 2, multiply 7 by 4 by 6. Solution. 7 multiply by 4 by 6. 7 multiply by 4 upon 6, that is 28 by 6. Convert it into mixed fraction, that is 4:4 by 6. Now multiplication of a fraction by a fraction. To multiply one fraction by another, we start by multiplying the numerator of both fractions to get the numerator of the product. Next we multiply the denominators to find the denominator of the resulting fraction. Now example 1, multiply 2 by 3 by 4 by 5. Now solution. Multiply the numerator. 2 multiply by 4 is 8. Multiply the denominator. 3 multiply by 5 is 15. Thus 2 by 3 multiply by 4 by 5 is 8 by 15. Now example 2. A gardener wants to plant flowers in a garden that is 3 by 4 of a meter wide. If she plants flowers in 2 by 5 of the width, how wide will the flower bed be? Solution. To find out how wide the flower bed will be, we will multiply the width of the garden by the width where the flower will be planted. So width of the flower bed is 3 by 4 multiplied by 2 by 5. So 3 into 2 by 4 into 5 is 6 by 20. Converted into simplest form, that is 3 by 10. Thus the flower bed will be 3 by 10 of a meter wide. Now lock into your brain. Reduce the product to its simplest term. If any fractions are in mixed form, first change them to improper fraction. If the result is an improper fraction, convert it into a mixed fraction. Now no more. To multiply more than 2 fractions, first multiply all the numerators together to obtain the numerator of the resulting fraction. Next, multiply all the denominators together to get the denominator of the resulting fraction. Finally, simplify the resulting fraction to its simplest form if necessary. For example, 2 by 3 into 4 by 5 into 1 by 2. 2 into 4 into 1 upon 3 into 5 into 2, that is 8 by 20, and in its simplest form it is 4 by 50. Now properties of multiplication of fractional numbers. First, when a fraction is multiplied by 0, the result is always 0. When a fraction is multiplied by 1, the result is always the same fraction. The order of fraction does not affect the product. Now, multiplicative inverse of reciprocal of a number. The multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of a number is a value that when multiplied by the original number results in 1. The multiplicative inverse of a fraction can be obtained by interchanging the denominator and the numerator of the fraction. For example, the multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 upon 5 and the multiplicative inverse of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. Denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. Now think. What will be the multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1. Now lock into your brain. Reciprocal of a proper fraction is an improper fraction. Example, for the proper fraction 2 by 5, the reciprocal is 5 by 2, which is an improper fraction. Next, reciprocal of an improper fraction is a proper fraction. Example, for the improper fraction 7 by 4, the reciprocal is 4 by 7, which is a proper fraction. Reciprocal of a whole number is a unit fraction. Example, for the whole number 6, the reciprocal is 1 by 6, which is a unit fraction. Now, in text exercise 5, question number 1, find the product of the following fractions, reduce the product to its simplest term wherever possible. Now, A part, 4 multiplied by 7 by 9, that is 4 into 7 by 9. 4 7s are 28 by 9. Convert it into mixed fraction. 9 3s are 27, 3 is to 1 by 9. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, राइट द मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स ऑफ द फॉलोइंग नंबर्स. नाउ ए पार्ट 4, इट्स मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स इज 1 by 4. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, सॉल्व द फॉलोइंग वर्ड प्रॉब्लम. ए पार्ट, a basketball player attempts 5 by 6 of the total shots in a game. If 2 by 3 of his shots were successful, how many times did he succeed? Attempts 5 by 6 of the total shots and 2 by 3 of his shots were successful. How many times? So 5 by 6 is multiplied by 2 by 3. 5 2s are 10 and 6 3s are 18. Both are divisible by 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 9s are 18. That is 5 by 9 times he succeed. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हैं, बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज डिवीजन ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस. Division of a number by a fraction. To divide a number by a fraction, we multiply the number by the fraction's reciprocal. Now example 1, divide 6 by 3 by 4. Solution, 6 divided by 3 by 4, reciprocal of 3 by 4 is 4 by 3, therefore multiply 6 by 4 by 3. So 6 divided by 3 by 4 is equals to 6 multiplied by 4 by 3, that is equals to 24 by 3, that is equals to 8. Thus 6 divided by 3 by 4 is 8. Now lock into your brain, whole number divided by fraction is equals to whole number multiplied by reciprocal of fraction. Now division of a fraction by a whole number. To divide a fraction by a whole number, we multiply the fraction by the reciprocal of the whole number. This means we turn the whole number into fractions and then flip it, finding its reciprocal before multiplying. Example 1, divide 5 by 6 by 3. Solution, 5 by 6 divided by 3. Reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. Therefore, multiply by 5 by 6 by 1 by 3. 5 by 6 divided by 3 is 5 by 6 multiply by 1 by 3, that is equals to 5 by 18. Thus, 5 by 6 divided by 3 is 5 by 18. Lock into your brain. Fractions divided by whole number is fraction multiplied by 1 upon whole number. Now, division of a fraction by another fraction. To divide a fraction by another fraction, we multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Now, example 1, divide 3 by 4 by 2 by 5. Solution, divide 3 by 4 by 2 by 5. Reciprocal of 2 by 5 is 5 by 2. Therefore, 3 by 4 divided by 2 by 5 is 3 by 4 multiplied by 5 by 2, that is equals to 15 by 8. Thus, 3 by 4 divided by 2 by 5 is 15 by 8. Now, lock into your brain. first fraction divided by second fraction is equals to first fraction multiplied by reciprocal of second fraction. Now example 2. Sophia has 3/4 of a liter of chocolate smoothie and she wants to pour it equally into 5 glasses. How much smoothie will each glass have? Solution. To find how much smoothie each glass will have, we need to divide 3/4 by 5. Therefore, 3/4 divided by 5 is 3/4 multiplied by 1/5, that is 3/20. Thus, each glass will get 3/20 of a liter of smoothie. Now, example 3. A farmer has 2:1/2 acres of land. He wants to divide it into plots that are each 3/4 of an acre. How many plots can he create? Now, solution. To find how many plots the farmer can create, we need to divide 2:1/2 by 3/4. Therefore, 2:1/2 divided by 3/4 is 5/2 divided by 3/4, that is equals to 5/2 multiplied by 4/3, that is 20/6, or 10/3 is 3:1/3. Thus, the farmer can create 3 full plots with 1/3 of an acre left over. Now, properties of division of a fractional numbers. Now, first, the order of dividing two fractions is not interchangeable. For example, 2/3 divided by 4/5 is not the same as 4/5 divided by 2/3. Next, dividing a fraction by itself is always results in 1. Next, dividing 0 by any fraction gives 0. Next, a fraction cannot be divided by 0 as division by 0 is undefined. Next, dividing a fraction by 1 gives the same fraction as the result. Now, in text exercise 6, question number 1, divide the following fractions and simplify your answer wherever possible. Now, A part, 3/4 divided by 1/2. So, that is 3/4 multiplied by 2/1. That is 3 2s are 6/4 and it becomes 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. 3/2 और 2 1s are 2, 1:1/2. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. Now question number 2, solve the following word problem. A student scored 8 out of 10 in a test. If the maximum score for each test is 1/5, how many tests has the student taken? If the maximum score for each test is 1/4, a student scored, so 8 out of 10 means 8/10 in a test. And if the maximum score for each test is 1/2, how many tests? So you have to divide by 1/5. That is equals to 8/10 multiplied by 5/1. That is 8 5s are 40/10. That is equals to 4 tests. तो बच्चों सेम मेथड को यूज करते हुए बाकी के पार्ट्स आप खुद ट्राई करेंगे. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज प्रोजेक्ट टाइम. डिजाइन अ garden layout on a graph paper using fractions to represent the different sections, that is 1/4 for flowers, 1/2 for vegetables and 1/4 for herbs. Share your creativity in the class. Now next is let's put it together. First, a fraction is a number that shows a part of a whole things or a part of a group. Next, to find equivalent fractions, we multiply or divide both the numerator and denominator of the fractions by the same number. Next, we use cross multiplication to check if two fractions are equal. Next, to compare like fractions, we look at their numerators. The fractions with the bigger numerator is larger. To compare unlike fractions, we use the LCM method or cross multiplication. Next, like fractions can be arranged in ascending or descending orders by comparing their numerators. For unlike fractions with the same numerator, we compare their denominators to order them. For unlike fractions with different denominators, we first change them to like fractions, then compare their numerators. Next, a fraction is in its simplest form when the only common factor between the numerator and denominator is 1. Like fractions can be added or subtracted by adding or subtracting the numerators and keeping the denominators same. To add or subtract unlike fractions, we first change them to like fractions. Mixed fractions can be added or subtracted by changing them to improper fraction, then to like fractions, or by adding or subtracting their whole numbers and fractional parts separately. To multiply a fraction by a whole number, we multiply the numerator by the whole number and keep the denominator same. Next, to find the fraction of a whole number, we multiply the numerator by the whole number and keep the denominator same. To multiply one fraction by another, we multiply their numerator to get the new numerator and their denominator to get the new denominator. To multiply a mixed number by another mixed number, a fraction or a whole number, we first change the mixed number to an improper fraction, then multiply the numerators and denominators. Next, to find the reciprocal of a fraction, we interchange the numerator and denominator. To divide a whole number by a fraction, we multiply the whole number by the reciprocal of that fraction. To divide one fraction by another, we multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. तो बच्चों, आई होप आपको चैप्टर समझ आया. इसका रिवीजन आप खुद करेंगे.